In this lesson, we will introduce the applications of digital speech signal processing. There are four important technologies in speech processing area, including speech coding, speech recognition, speech synthesis, and speech enhancement. As to speech coding, there are two main applications. One is digital speech communication. In the voice communication through telephone, mobile, or internet, the transmission channel bandwidth is limited. Speech coding is needed to compress the source signal, and the processing must be carried out in real time. Real time means the speech signals should be processed with low time delay, frame by frame, as short as possible. Another one is speech storage. For example, in phone recording or voicemail, speech compression is needed to save the storage space. When using Tencent WeChat, you could send one voice message with a small information flow. The processing in speech storage needs not to be real-time. Thus, the compression technique could be different. There are some traditional speech coding standards all over the world. The table shows narrowband speech coding algorithms at fixed rate. For example, ITU-T J.711 is a kind of PCM, pulse code modulation algorithms at bit rate 64 kilobits per second, which is generally used in the telephone communication. Here is a sound demo coded with G.711.
现在是2:05分。下雨了，我给你们送伞来了。
ITU-T J.719 uses the method of CS-ASAP that compresses PCM signal into bitstream at 8 kilobits per second. Here is a sound demo coded with G.729.
现在是2:05分。下雨了，我给你们送伞来了。
The bit rate of G.729 is much lower than that of G.711, while the speech quality of which is similar to G.711. FS1016 SELP is a kind of low bitrate speech codec at 4.8 kilobits per second, proposed by the United States Department of Defense. Here is a sound demo coded with FS1016.
现在是2:05分。下雨了，我给你们送伞来了。
At very low bit rate, the speech quality is degraded obviously. There are also some variable bitrate speech coding standards in which the speech coding rate can be changed in different modes. For example, 3GPP AMR standard uses a kind of CCR, channel controlled rate model, with a series of variable bit rates in mobile communication. The speech coding bit rates can be adapted to the channel condition in order to make the voice communication performance best. Digital Voice Systems, DVSI, is a well-known chip company that has many speech compression products, specializing in low data rate, high-quality speech compression products for wireless communications, digital storage, and other applications. Many speech processing products are developed in the form of hardware using different kinds of chips. In the application of VoIP, voice communication over IP, the speech coding technique is more complex. JIPS is a company specializing in scalable video coding (SVC) software for real-time voice and video that was acquired by Google in 2010. Its core product is Voice Engine, which is used by the chatting tool Skype. Another famous open-source software introduced by Google in 2014 is WebRTC, Web Real-Time Communication. It is a browser-based programming interface (API) for voice and video calling and bypasses the traditional telephone networks. WebRTC was added to Chrome, Firefox, and Opera browser. Speech recognition is the interdisciplinary subfield of computational linguistics that develops methodologies and technologies that enables recognition and translation of spoken language into text by computers. It is also known as automatic speech recognition, ASR. It is widely used in many speech products like desktop products, IBM WireVoice, smart speaker such as Amazon Echo, voice toy, and so on. Here is a short video to show one demo of children voice recognition, which is often used in education software.
Say, sit down.
Sit down. Open the door. Dance.
In the designing and developing of speech recognition product, the technique of natural language processing, NLP, is also needed to make the computer understand the human voice very well. There are some other applications relative to speech recognition, like human-machine interaction, information service automation, intelligent household electrical appliances, context-based sound retrieval, and so on. For example, the AVR voice navigation software has been widely used in mobile map. The famous company Apple designed an intelligent voice assistant named Siri. Nuance Company designed a diction machine named Dragon Dictation. iFlyTech is a very famous domestic company, mainly researching on intelligent speech and language technology. Speech synthesis is the artificial production of human speech. A computer system used for this purpose is called a speech computer or speech synthesizer and can be implemented in software or hardware products. It is also known as text-to-speech, TTS. It can convert normal language text into speech. Computer speech can be used in language learning, text proofreading, and the blind study, spoken English translation, intelligent voice services, and other fields. Stephen Hawking was one of the most famous people using a speech computer to communicate. Here is a short video to show how a speech computer helped Hawking to express his idea.
Thank you, sir. How are you?
He has suffered from a degenerative disease since the age of 21.
and even simple communication takes enormous effort. His staff also told me he hadn't been feeling well and wouldn't be responsive. So, Stephen, name any card that you want out loud, any single card, and I obviously did not influence you and don't know what you're going to say.
9 of diamonds.
You said the 9 of diamonds, and I didn't influence you at all. That's fair. You could have thought of any card, and I put this deck of cards in front of you before we began. I don't even want to touch this because I don't want you to think that I'm cheating, Stephen. But can you open up this box that I put here before we began, but keep it in everybody's sight and let Stephen see it? Open the box, and one card is at the face of the deck. Turn the deck over and let Stephen and everybody see what card is in. Show them as well. And Stephen, you could have thought of any single card in the deck. That's 52 different choices.
Amazing. I don't know how you did it.
In speech processing area, there are also some other applications using different kind of speech processing techniques. Speech enhancement, such as echo cancellation and speech denoising, is very useful in speech communication to make people to hear the voice more clearly. Speech separation is the task of separating targeted speech from background interference. Speaker recognition can use a kind of voice print in information security. Other applications include speech translation, language identification, sound effect processing, and so on. That's all for this session. See you next session.